You think of the word caregiver, what comes to mind? Women, right? But what about black men? Black male caregivers may be more common than you think. Now, according to the National Library of Medicine, men make up 39% of caregivers across the country. 34% of that group are black men, and that number could be growing. One of our guests, Todd Smith, is a part of that group, part of that number. He joins us now in studio along with therapist Dr. Bernadette Smith. So first of all, tell us what your caregiving looks like.
My caregiving...
What was it?
My caregiving, I've been doing it for like a year and a half. My caregiving is really everything. Unfortunately, my mother's in a position where now she can't do anything for herself. She can't feed herself, clean herself. So everything that she would normally do, she was always a very independent woman. Me and my father have to take that lead. And luckily, we have family members, friends who chip in, but I would say I do most of the stuff, maybe 50-50, 75-25 with my father. But when both of your parents are around the same age, I don't want my father doing certain things physically. I don't think he can. And there's been situations where both of them were in the hospital at the same time. Been situations where he's in the hospital and she's at home. I can't leave her to go check on my father. So what do you do? So it's a very stressful situation. Somehow I'm managing, thank God, but it's something that I never thought would have happened. Like, my mother prepared. She was like, okay, you and your sister, your power of attorney. I have my physician's directive, but she told me last year, you probably thought you never need that. I said, no, I didn't. She would school me, and I would listen to her, make sure my Medicare is paid on the 25th. I got your name on this account, pay these bills, but you never think it's going to happen, and then bam, it's here. So it's very stressful. One of the things is, you feel guilty when you do things for yourself. When I've gotten to the point where I've let my health go, and when I want to go on vacation, and I have a couple of times, my mind is always back here in Houston. Are you doing everything correctly? Because certain medicine she doesn't take unless her heart rate is a certain speed or her blood pressure. So if I leave you with my mother, can you really do the job? So it's a very stressful thing. People say you're a great son. She was a hell of a mother. I wouldn't do it any other way, and I love her to death, and I'm gonna be here for her and my father until the end.
Dr. Smith, we saw this study that indicated that it may be tougher for black men, even though they're doing it. Like, more than 30% are doing it in the male group, but it may be tougher because of their health problems and not having that relationship and marital support. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I think one of the things to remember is men in general are socialized to suck it up, to provide, to give, to do, to not complain, right? So then when that translates into the caregiver role, when we're looking at women, right, and again, stressful because it's something that's been studied, they're going to seek help. They're going to ask for support, things of that nature. And so then with this population that hasn't gotten a lot of traction in regards to research, what we're noticing is they're not going to be as likely to ask for support because, again, men already don't do that, and then black men, it's even worse. And not getting support, not knowing how to reach out for the support, and not having the messaging geared towards black men about what support might be available to them.
And what kind of toll does that take on them if they keep it all bottled up and not get the help they need and the assistance or the break that they may need from time to time? So
stress, right, burnout, and then it can also create symptoms of anxiety and depression. And so what that sometimes looks like in black men is sometimes it can look like aggression, it can sometimes look like guilt, changes in sleep, changes in like body weight and stuff like that. But what do men typically do? Well, I'm all right.
Yeah.
You all right.
That's my response.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
You know, and so it becomes kind of brushed under the rug. And then now you're taking care of these people, but then how are you taking care of yourself? And so one of the things that I tell my clients is being able to give yourself permission. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And recognizing, okay, what do I need? I like doing micro self-care, and what micro self-care is where we're oftentimes, because of the way our society is structured, we think that we can only take care of ourselves when we are burnt out. Well, with micro wellness and self-care, it's saying I'm going to do little things for myself throughout the day.
And really quick, because we're running out of time, give us 2 examples of micro self-care.
So that can be something as simple as you listening to your favorite song. That could be something as simple as going outside for a break. Right? It doesn't have to be big. It could be 1 or 2 minutes, but just implementing those things on a daily basis.
All right, Dr. Smith, thank you for joining us. And
Yes.
Todd, thank you for the great job you continue to do for your family. We're proud of you here at The Factor.